Okay, we're changing water in the olives another time. Let's see if I can show you this time the part that was blurry, unfocused the last time. There's what the water looks like after. These, I changed these this morning at around 11. And they've been sitting in there all day, obviously. Most of them are already taken out over there on the shelf. So this part you have to pour out through the colander to empty the rest of the container. See how brown it is? But each time you do it, the brown gets successively lighter and lighter, thinner, you know, and it's not as heavy. Okay, so we're gonna rinse these. Basically, I guess what we're doing here is just rinsing the fluid, the dark fluid off the olive. Set this down. This is a very water-intensive process. I'm using roughly 2.5 gallons of water each time I do this in the container, plus the water I use to rinse the actual olives. There's the rest of the batch. And that's from one of those, I'll show you later, that's from one of those containers. They're 22 quarts. What would that be? 5 gallons, I guess. Well, no, 4.5 gallons. 4 times 5 is 20. No. 22 quarts. It's 5.5 gallons. Okay. I'm gonna go pour this in that container. Olives in the fresh water. Okay. Now we clean the rest of them, rinse the rest of them. Not bad. First time you do this, after you take them out of the lye the very first time, the water coming out of the bottom of this colander is quite brown and actually a little foamy, because lye is the essential ingredient in soap. So when you do this the first time, the water comes out the bottom of here quite brown and a little foamy. This time it's like clear and there's no foam. And this is like the 5th rinse I've done on these olives. Yeah, it's not hardly brown at all. I'm going to taste these olives for the first time tomorrow. After I rinse them, I'll taste them. That'll be following the 6th rinse. I'm going to taste them, which should be pretty safe. A piece of a broken olive. Yeah, pretty clear. One more. Yeah, pretty good. This goes on the top of the water, keep any olives from floating. Okay, here's the one I just changed. That center one. See how clear the water is? As opposed to, that one's been sitting there since 11 o'clock this morning, and it's roughly almost 11 p.m. now. That one too. So I'm going to do those two next. And then I'll do them tomorrow morning. Like I said, after I rinse them tomorrow morning, I'm going to taste them. I'm anxious for that. But like I said, that one's clear. See, the water is clear. The little wood thing in there isn't sitting flat. It makes it look like dark water, but it isn't. You can see the water, the wood in there. See it? But the water's clear. All right, anyway, so much for that.